Yeah,
Can you do a little bit so people can understand more of why it's such a great thing, the ZOF?
sure. So Terry and I created Zero Outfitter Fees because we wanted people to hunt more often and spend less money. When I left the Air Force in 2005, my fully guided elk hunts, I don't know if you know the number, were
No.
$1,750 in 2005 for
Mm,
trophy bulls. Today, myself, any reputable outfitter, a trophy draw elk hunt, 7,000 and up. A
right.
trophy landowner elk hunt,
Mm,
$12,000 to $40,000.
yep,
And
that
some of those
tag.
$40,000 hunts have a waiting list. And some of the tribal hunts have a $50,000, $60,000 hunt with the waiting list for the same exact quality bulls we're hunting.
Right, especially because like even like we're hunting Gila right now.
The best,
It
arguably,
borders.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Just gotta watch how many barbed wires you have. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Some of the best hunting in the world. And I met a guy at a show who came to one of my elk seminars, and he was all excited to elk hunt, but he had this belief, this hesitation that because he thought as a West Virginia coal miner that he would never be able to afford an elk hunt, or worse, that it would be a once in a lifetime opportunity. And so he kind of told me a story, and that night I was so honored how he decided to drive all the way from West Virginia to my seminar to hear it and then to committed to doing a hunt with me. But he had these limiting beliefs about how long he'd be able to stay, how he'd be able to get the time off work, how he'd be able to afford it. And so even though he committed to me for the hunt, I was really excited. That whole day, that night, I was really frustrated. I was like, why should somebody like him, who does one of the hardest jobs in our country,
Right.
working down 300 feet in a coal mine, think of elk hunting as a once in a lifetime opportunity? So that's when the kind of, we didn't know it at the time, but that's why I got frustrated that night, is like, he shouldn't think of that as a once in a lifetime opportunity. I didn't know it then, Vicki, but that's in my head when Zero Outfitter Fees was born, because I knew we had to change something. And as our company grew, from 2005 to let's call it 15 years later, so about 2019, 2020, the company grown, thanks to my team, thanks to my staff, thanks to my wife. I take very
Which are
little
all
to no
amazing.
credit. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
The company flew, as you guys know, it just grew and grew and grew to the
Yep.
stars. And our size doesn't make us better, but our team is what I think really makes us the best. And we just happen to have the volume that goes with that because we have a great team. And so about 2019, I realized I think the success to business is stop focusing on the income side and just focusing on having the best product and having the best customer service, paying the best guides, the best wages to attract the right people, so we attract the right client. And because that's who we want to hunt with, people that, just like you and Ralph, you're believers in a bigger power, you love our country, you love our military. We're very much aligned, and I've been a follower of you guys for 25 years, so that made it easier for me. It felt like I already knew you guys, and
Right.
I felt like, man, if you could get a little bit into my world and see what Terry and I believe in, I think we'd find a lot of common ground, and obviously we did. And so I'm very, very grateful for the opportunity with you and your family.